On this all-new episode of Primetime Panthers, we sit down with Panthers forward Evan Rodrigues to talk about the push to the playoffs.
I think everyone knows that the playoffs are around the corner, and again, with all the division games coming up, those are going to be playoff-type games, and you'll have to be ready for them or, you won't win.
And we relive the Stanley Cup Finals rematch between the Cats and the Oilers. Plus, all of the highlights from this year's Cats and Cocktails event at the Lauderdale Yacht Club.
We're playing here, we develop here, we grow here, and it's so important to give back to the community.
All of that and more this week on Primetime Panthers. Primetime Panthers is presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Welcome into this all-new episode of Primetime Panthers. I'm Katie Engelson, and we are coming to you from the Lauderdale Yacht Club in Fort Lauderdale, where the Florida Panthers are holding their annual Cats and Cocktails event. The push for the playoffs is officially underway, and I had the opportunity to sit down with Evan Rodrigues to talk about the team's mindset. Well, Evan, the Four Nations break is officially behind us. What's the mindset of you and your teammates as you look ahead?
Yeah, I think it was a nice break for most of the guys, and I think everyone's kind of excited for it. I think there's a lot of guys have been talking about it, that everyone feels recharged and ready to go, and we'll start getting ready for that playoff push and start getting our game right, and hopefully we're rolling at a pretty good pace going into playoffs.
Rodrigues in front, he shoots, he scores! Evan Rodrigues makes it 3-0.
You mentioned the break. You and your family were living it up on a cruise. What's the best way to regroup and recharge? And you mentioned how you and your teammates are recharged, but what is the best way to do that looking ahead?
I think just with the break, it was, not only physically, but mentally as well. Just kind of getting away from it, getting away from the daily grind. And for me, I got, some really good time with my wife and kids. And now you get back into the thick of things, and you want to be out there and you want to be playing, and every game is going to be very meaningful going forward. We have a lot of division games coming up, and they're going to be jockeying for positions and in the playoff race, and yeah, it'll be fun. It'll get intense very quickly, and that's the kind of hockey we like to play.
Rodrigues has it, shoot, score! What a goal and what an effort by Evan Rodrigues to give the Panthers the lead.
Every season, every team is different, but how would you compare this year's group compared to last year?
Much of the same. I think we have a lot of speed in our group this year. I think we're faster than we were last year. A lot of returning pieces, and you see a lot of similarities between the two. So you will look to build on the things that make us successful, and just kind of go from there.
Puck comes out in front, Rodrigues scores! And Evan Rodrigues gives Florida a 1-0 advantage on the power play.
Do those similarities provide confidence at all?
Definitely. I think there's a very strong belief that, we can win again just because, again, those pieces are there. We've seen what each guy can do and what each guy brings in the playoffs. And for, a couple of the new guys, I'm sure, just like they have in the regular season, they'll get right up to speed, come playoff time. So I think as a group, we're really excited, and it hasn't been, the easiest thing to get up for every single regular season game this year, but I think once playoffs come, you'll get that same intensity game in and game out, and like I said, that's the type of hockey we like to play.
And two, winning the board battle, centers, Lundell, shot, save, rebound, score! It's Evan Rodrigues!
What is it about this group that makes you think that you guys can just flip a switch and turn it on and play that style?
I think we've done it during the regular season. I think we've had lulls in our game, 2, 3, 4 games where we kind of get away from it, and some guys will step up and Mo will kind of remind us of what it takes, and we're able to do it. But I also think there won't be that on-off. I think everyone knows that the playoffs are around the corner, and again, with all the division games coming up, those are going to be playoff-type games, and you'll have to be ready for them, or you won't win, and they're going to be important. And so yeah, with all the division games coming up, heading into playoffs, we're hoping that we'll be playing the right way, and then just continue from there.
A.J. Greer has a man in the middle. There's the feed. There's the shot. Save it, and they score! Evan Rodrigues stayed with it, and he puts home the follow for the lead.
What's one thing that your team can improve upon looking ahead to this final stretch?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think just the consistency. I think that's the biggest thing. It's not having those down games, and maybe when we're not at our best, finding ways to win. The earlier part of the year when you're coming off a high of winning, and there's maybe a less meaningful game, or what you feel is a less meaningful game, it's easy to maybe cheat the game a little bit, or cheat to offense, not be as physical. I think that's the biggest thing. Is it's easy to take the easy way out and not finish your checks and play an easier style game. And I think with the difficult games coming up and division games coming up, we'll look to be consistent in that, and then, lead that into playoffs.
Time for our first break here on Primetime Panthers. Coming up next, we catch up with John Colombo at Cats and Cocktails to talk about the 4 pillars and the importance to the community.
The 4 pillars really come from the Violas directly, so it's a really honored personal touch that they really understood what the needs were in this community and shaped the foundation here around that.
Don't go anywhere. Primetime Panthers on Scripps Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Primetime Panthers, coming to you from the Lauderdale Yacht Club, the site of this year's Cats and Cocktails. This annual fundraising event is huge for the Panthers Foundation to further support the community and the 4 pillars.
I think from our side, obviously the endangered Florida panther, every year, we try to raise as much awareness as we can about it. Amateur hockey is growing at a rate that's 16 times the national average. So in this space, we're becoming a hockey market. We are a hockey market. And for us, that's pivotal. Children's health and education, I think, tugs at a lot of people's heartstrings, and we're able to create a space in South Florida that's making the world a little bit better. 80,000 kids just in Broward County alone don't know where their next meal is coming from. So programs that we are able to put on, our mobile school pantries, our goals for food, that's where that goes. And obviously veterans are at the heart and soul of everything we do. Being able to provide resources and activities and different pieces for veterans in the community is pivotal to us, and we're just very proud to do that.
The Panthers' involvement in the military community is tremendous. Recently, the foundation hosted a mother-baby shower and hygiene kit distribution at the VA hospital in West Palm Beach. 57 veterans experiencing homelessness received hygiene kits packed by Panthers and Amazon volunteers, and 60 expectant military mothers received necessities such as diapers, diaper bags, and blankets. Among the other pillars, youth hockey has seen tremendous growth in Panthers territory. Over the past decade, youth player participation has grown over 70% compared to the national average of just 11%.
With the Viola family coming in, the foundation is now in their 9th year of its relaunch, so next year will be our 10th year. The 4 pillars really come from the Violas directly, so it's a really honored personal touch that they took this community, really understood what the needs were in this community, and shaped the foundation here around that.
Events like Cats and Cocktails help reinforce the Panthers Foundation and its efforts to provide unwavering support within the community. Time for a short break here on Primetime Panthers. Coming up next, all of the sights and sounds from this year's Cats and Cocktails.
We're really excited about this opportunity to give some back to the community, and every year it feels like this has been bigger and bigger things, so we love to be a part of it, so it means a lot to us.
Primetime Panthers is presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. Don't go anywhere. Primetime Panthers on Scripps Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Primetime Panthers, This year's Cats and Cocktails was a resounding success. Here are the best sights and sounds from this amazing event.
Thanks again to everybody for being here tonight. It's going to be a great night with a live auction, great company, of course, great food.
This is our 8th Cats and Cocktails. It's benefiting the Florida Panthers Foundation, so it's a great opportunity for some of our partners and our premium clients to be able to come out, celebrate all the successes that we've had in the community this year, as well as, have a chance to give back and spend some time with the players.
It's a testament to the organization that people come together. It truly is a community, and really just want to say thank you and open your wallets, give, and really enjoy tonight because it's unique. So thank you very much.
To me, you notice every year more and more how special it is to be part of something like that, and to be part of different things to give back to the community, whether it's Children's Hospital or foundations or stuff like that. So I'm really happy to be here right now.
Anything we can do to show our support to the foundation, and they're doing a lot of good things for the community, and it's just good to get out and show our support and be here and participate in this event.
It is important. So we're playing here, we develop here, we grow here, and it's so important to give back to community, to help the people that needs our help, and our attention, to give them back and support them and cheer them to have a good life as well.
That's just the DNA of this team. Very community-minded, very community-focused, and I think it shows that even after some of them have been on the road the last 2 weeks and came back, played last night, they're already back here today, giving up their time, giving up their free day to be here. It really means the world to us, and for us, the players are always willing to help out and give their time and their energy, so it's always appreciated.
It's incredible, the fact that they have time to do this, for one, and still maintain that high level of professionalism and skill is just something that I think most of the people here can't even fathom. So I hope everyone takes that away. The one key takeaway is that this is their personal time that they're doing this, and it's amazing.
The community gives so much to us, and they support us through everything, and they're always there for us, and it's good just to give back a little bit.
Winning on the ice is just winning off the ice. So, I think for us, it's huge. What we're seeing is record numbers on our side, which allows us to give back more. It allows us to have more relationships with our partners and really be able to give back where we really need to.
Honestly, it means the world to us, with veteran suicide on the rise and the amount of homeless veterans, especially here in the Southeast. The fact that the Florida Panthers put that on the forefront is exceptional and says more about the organization, the front office, and the players than anything.
Obviously, we're fortunate to do our job and get paid for our job. So we're really excited about this opportunity to give some back to the community. And I know every year it feels like this has been bigger and bigger thing. So we love to grow this thing every year and be a part of it. So it means a lot to us.
Time for our last break here on Primetime Panthers. Coming up next, the Edmonton Oilers paid a visit to Amerant Bank Arena for the first time since Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
This one tonight, especially considering the history between these two teams, it's going to have a little bit of extra juice to it.
This is one of those games everybody had circled on the calendar.
That game sent a memory for them. We will expect them to be at their best tonight.
We are ready to go underneath that Stanley Cup banner.
All of the back and forth action next, right here on Primetime Panthers.
Welcome inside Amerant Bank Arena here in Sunrise, the Stanley Cup Final.
Play a little hockey here, man. Let's play a little hockey.
Go! Panthers, Lundell, left side drop pass, shot, and they scored! It's Nico Mikla!
We've been waiting all year for this moment.
Now played up, front shot, they score! Yeah! Stopped by Bobrovsky. Thundering pass, they score!
Oh my God, what a play!
Markov in front, a lone shot, and he scores! Yeah! Nice play, Sam Reinhart scores! The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup!
Edmonton comes to town for the first time since your team faced them in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. What do you expect that meeting to be like?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a good game. It'll be two of what I consider the best teams in the league again, and there'll be emotion in that game. I don't know if it'll be, as hyped up or as emotional as it was in the playoffs, but I think it'll just be a really good game between two really good teams, and that'll definitely get us going in this, last push of the year, and a couple games before that will continue to build, and hopefully going into that Edmonton game where we're firing on all cylinders, and we'll play that playoff style hockey that we're looking for.
Evan Rodrigues hit the nail on the head. The return of the Edmonton Oilers to South Florida proved to be a pivotal checkpoint for the Florida Panthers as the Cats look to make a strong push toward the playoffs.
This one tonight, especially considering the history between these two teams, it's going to have a little bit of extra juice to it.
That Game 7 memory for them. We will expect them to be at their best tonight.
This is one of those games everybody had circled on the calendar.
Even though they won 6-5 in the first meeting in mid-December, their low-scoring games, that's been their bread and butter the last little while, where they won 6 of the last 8 games.
And we are ready to go underneath that Stanley Cup banner at Amarin Bank Arena. Should be fun tonight. Crowds are ready, juiced up for the rematch of the Cup Final.
Put a show on for us, boys.
Oh, here we go. A.J. Greer dropping the gloves and throwing it at Corey Perry. Greer's got a fistful of the jersey with the left. Oh, he tagged him. Face off in the Oilers zone after that. Lundell's line on. Balinskis, it deflects in. Uvis let it go, and it finds the back of the net, and the Panthers have the lead.
Shooting that puck's never a bad play. Lundell wins it clean and goes right to the front of the net. Watch the puck come off his stick. Oh, it goes off the Oiler defenseman and drops right down below the glove of Skinner.
Yeah, Lundy did a great job on a face-off. Clean win, and yeah, we talked in a meeting, just D down the wall and just put a puck on the net. And this is like a playoff game, and we just have to keep going.
Dmitry Kulikov on the ice. 3 bodies go down in the slot. Here's a shot and they score! Kulak, the defenseman, jumping up, has tied the game at 1.
Well, this play develops because there was a collision. Watch the collision right there. Kulikov goes down, so then Mikkola, he jumps, and there's the centering pass, and then the shot comes and it just handcuffs Sergei Bobrovsky, and the game's tied.
Forsland, wrist shot, saved by Skinner. Rebound, loose in front. Clear to the line, held in. Aaron Ekblad walks in, centering, score! Deflected home, and the Panthers have the lead.
Aaron Ekblad came flying off the bench off a line change. There he gets it just in time. Look at his head up. And that puck was redirected. Here's a look there, right off of Anton Lundell. Toe of his skate.
And the Panthers get what they deserve because they've been the better team here in the second. McDavid moves in, stripped away. What a game now, it's opened up a bit. And the crowd is buzzing in the Stanley Cup Final rematch. Draisaitl moves over the Panther line. Draisaitl to the net, he scores!
The league leader in goals, 44 in the season for Draisaitl. Samoskevich had a chance, he needed to get that puck in deep, he fanned on it, and there's the turnover, and here comes Draisaitl, that big body. Look at how he protects that puck, and then he just flips it over the glove hand, short side of Bobrovsky.
And look out, A.J. Greer moves in. Here's Schmidt, score! Nate Schmidt for the lead with 8:52 to go.
Great play by Anton Lundell, taking that puck, waiting for some reinforcements. There it goes back to Greer, and then Schmidt. It's that aggressiveness of the Panthers defense to jump into the play, and there's your goal-ahead goal.
Hey, you know what, I just think it's really important for our guys just to turn pucks over the neutral zone. Like, you know, they want to be able to get up, and if we get up into play, make it hard on them, and let our D get in the jump in. I love it that me and Ballsy had a chance to score tonight.
Connor McDavid into the Panthers zone, and a shot, Bobrovsky stones up. Aaron Ekblad on it off the draw, gets the clear to center ice. And Verhaeghe will get into the zone with a shot block. Verhaeghe stays on it, and he scores! What a goal by Carter Verhaeghe!
Carter Verhaeghe has had so many chances. His shots have been blocked. This one, the first attempt was blocked, but he stayed with it. Look at Skinner trying to track that puck down, and then he's at the top of the crease and he can't get back, and just enough room to get that puck over the line.
Net empty now for Edmonton. It's a 6-on-5 advantage for the Oilers. McDavid in front, Bobrovsky to save it, and they score! 1-goal game.
13.6 seconds left.
Oh, Maurice, very strong instructions here. No time to mess around. Panthers win the draw, but Draisaitl able to pick it up. Draisaitl and McDavid get it into the Panther zone. Bobrovsky put it to the boards. Get it up the wall. Point shot blocked by Barkov at the buzzer. And the Panthers beat Edmonton again. Panthers with the win. Jump back into first place over Toronto. Couple of 1-goal wins over the Oilers this season in the Stanley Cup Final rematches.
This is a big game. You could feel this place, so much energy tonight, and there was a lot of memories from a lot of guys in the room. I just want to be a part of it. It was awesome. Bobby Hockey, he was fantastic tonight, and anytime you get to play in front of him, it just gives our guys a lot of energy, a lot of just confidence and calm and poise and be back there, and he was his vintage self tonight.
First game of a 5-game homestand, and you started off strong. What's your message to these fans out there?
See you guys Saturday night.
I think so. That does it for this week's episode of Primetime Panthers. We had a wonderful time here at the Panthers annual Cats and Cocktails event, and we will see you next week right here on Scripps Sports with all new Florida Panthers content.
Primetime Panthers has been presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.